Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're going to be flipping through. Look at, I found my my flathead screwdriver again. Mad Magazine number 505, released October 2010. Cover price $5.99, which is indeed crude. But first, I want to say, if you want to support this channel, please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment. Comments, I'm learning, make a big difference. So even if it's like, what up, dog? Like the video, or what up, dog? I hate this video. Just leave it, because that helps out a lot as well. So you can do that. If you also, you can check out my Etsy page, where I'm selling some of these beautiful stickers. You could get these stickers. You want to see what they look like on top of stuff? Boom, that's what they look like. Potter's EB, System of Weights and Measures. Potter's EB, Flipping Through. And then, of course, the clear sticker, the Max Corn Was Here sticker. You can find that there as well. And you can get these. Well, not these ones. These are going to my newest patron, which reminds me, if you really want to support me and give me a couple bucks, you could sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/flippingthrough. And I want to thank my patrons: Cam Hayden, Ed Meisinger, Doug Guilford, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. Hey, thanks so much, guys. I hope I can continue earning your support. Enough of this now. Let's get back to this issue. That's why you're here. So this is... I realized kind of recently that I have not been doing, gosh, that's like really washed out. I have not been doing issues in the 500s. It's been a long time since I've done one of those. I've done a little bit with some like the new issues. I think my last live stream, I went through one of the reboot issues. But as far as like proper 500 issues, it's been scarce. And so this is one that I've always liked this. They've also done, so this is, I'm guessing, what is that, 2010? There was the Gulf oil spill, the Gulf of Mexico, I think. And I'm guessing that that's what this is about. But this is like, I've really enjoyed this cover. It's amusing. I don't know if it's funny, but it's kind of a cool concept. And there's Alfred sunbathing on the just crude oil filled beach. And I don't know. I've also seen a few examples of how the covers are put together. And this was one that was used as an example. And so you could see, I forget where it was. I should try to find that. But they showed all of the phases of this cover in particular, from like a rough sketch to like kind of tighter pencils to editor's notes, and then, you know, a kind of semi-final draft, and then eventually this like fully painted draft. Yeah, so let's just get into it. I also like this. I like that there's not a lot of stuff on it. I really enjoy just clean covers. And so around this time too, they would have things where it'd be like this and that and that and that. And then it's just a lot going on. So I appreciate this for being a very Spartan cover. Oh, look at this. The Converse superhero line. I always thought that was weird. I don't know. I don't really own a lot of superhero clothes, but I don't know. I like superheroes. I like all of these superheroes, but I don't know. What am I talking about? Of course, we have a beautiful Alfred E. Neuman quote. Let's see. There we go. Ask not what your country can do for you. You're just going to be disappointed with the answer. Ain't that the truth? So we have... Oh, here, you know what I forgot? I've been doing this. I forgot that. I wonder if I can guess any of these artists. That's Tom Richmond. Tom Bunk. This is that guy, Mieja. I forget his name. I'm almost certain that's him, and I have no idea who this is going to be. I'm a lot better. I'm a lot better with the older artists. Here are the employees of the month. Who is this? Jason Salas, Bob Machuga, Jason Katzenstein, Michelle Dwyer. Here at MAD, we always try to encourage the young talent and nurture their burgeoning careers. And if that happens to result in cheap labor for us, then so be it. These are the editorial interns. I wonder if any of them went on to bigger and better things. Probably not. This was probably their peak. Very likely they peaked as an editorial intern at Mad Magazine. But you can kind of, there's like, I don't know, you can really see the drop in letters, right? I mean, this is really just 7 letters that they received, which I guess it ebbs and flows, but, you know, what is this, the big easel? Possibly your second youngest fan, me. 11, and my sister, 9. Love your magazine so much that I spent months trying to make the perfect letter and or envelope. See you later. Claudia with a chance of meatballs. We always love hearing from our young fans, and we love your artwork. One question, though. Why do you send us this awesome wax and yarn sculpture of David Caruso? Yeah! Right? Isn't that the guy? Where he takes off his spectacles or something? I don't know. And then they would, oh no, this wasn't it. They did the thing for a while where it's, here we go. If you got your letter published, they would just give you a bunch of junk from, I guess, WB, which is like, give this shit away. And so you would get Transformers video game on Wii and 360, an A&W root beer, like a stash can. You can put your pot in there or something. Flight of the Conchords, that'd be fun. That'd be worth it. And then, I don't know, a magazine. Great, thanks, guys. And oh man, I never talked about this. I just got this album. Did I talk about that? My wife got it for me. She saw it on a secondhand website that she frequents, and so she bought it. Yeah, I think that I gotta give that a listen, or you know, do something with it, right? I don't know. So here's the Fundolini pages, a very fun thing. I always enjoyed this. It was full of, like, there was the Godfrey report, which they don't have in this one. Great. Celebrity cause of death betting odds. Now, perhaps you recall this, but they used to have the celebrity cause of death betting odds, and it would be like the last page right before the fold-in. Come on. There we go. It would be the last page before the fold-in, and it would be like this whole thing, and it was like, I think that Herman Mieha guy would do the illustration. They would do this beautiful gravestone with the person's caricature with like little wings coming off the side. And it was really cool. And then eventually it came down to like a quarter-page thing. A fatal kick to the nuts from feminist lawyer Gloria Allred. Now, you guys have to understand, this predates Tiger Blood, sort of that like weird thing where he was holed up in his apartment, like just smoking crack and stuff. This predates all of that, I'm almost certain. Hockey stick to the temples from his brother Emilio Estevez after making one too many Mighty Ducks jokes. A brain hemorrhage from perpetually cocked eyebrows. Exhaustion from the never-ending search for the greatest professional lay. Now, maybe it is around that time. Terminal nipple chafing from those ridiculous polyester retro bowling shirts. And violated in Pitkin County Jail by 2.5 men. Jeez Louise. This is why I forgot who I was talking to. It was on a live stream where I was like, it's not okay to joke about rape unless it's prison rape. And then all bets are off. This is a good example of that, right? Where it's, then it's cool. It's very funny. I'm obviously saying this tongue-in-cheek in case you not know. The Stupid Six, how other jobs are going green. And lumberjacks have switched over to biodiesel fuel in their chainsaws. Ivory poachers reusing their old tranquilizer darts. Illegal deep-sea trawlers using every part of the dolphin they accidentally trap. Oh, my God. Here's a beautiful, what do you call it? Paul Coker. I'm zoomed in. Sorry, guys. Beautiful Paul Coker illustration. Colored by whom? I do not know. Maybe Paul Coker? Maybe he colors his own stuff. It looks nice, though. Elena Kagan. You know what's weird is, like, this is recent enough where it's like some of this doesn't feel like old news necessarily. I don't know. Gaga the Horrible. I'm back. Did you settle your feud with Katy Perry? Let's just say she wasn't kidding when she said she wanted to bury the hatchet. That's some... Listen, no offense, Gary Hallgren. That's some Dave Berg level writing, okay? The Fundalini pages, universal pet peeves of beloved yoga masters. The beautiful, amazingly talented John Caldwell. When your chakras are vibrating in accordance with your inner harmony, you create a perfect fusion of mind, body, and spirit, at least until your ass muscles fall asleep. Oh, man. There's a spotlight on American universities. Like, one thing about this is, like, that I really like about this, about the Fundalini pages, and then also later on the shorts and briefs, is that it's so dense with material. There's so much stuff going on that it's, I don't know. It's fantastic. I really like these parts of the magazine, and I now know a lot of people are, well, not a lot of people. It's like, things like this, right? This is fun. But it's not a lot of bang for the buck, right? It is in the sense like you get to look at this beautiful artwork. Was I right? Yeah, Herman Mejia. Mejia, I think is his name. It's beautiful, right? It's fantastic. And it's just really fun to like look at all of these background illustrations. And I don't know, he does this great work with these contorted faces, and I don't know. It's just, he's a fantastic artist. But as far as like the reading goes, there's not that much. So I really like the more dense stuff. Teabagger Proof. Oh, this is so old. Teabagger Proof that Obama is a terrorist or socialist. He made the stock market go up 40% in his first year so that the companies will be worth more when the federal government takes them over. Maybe that's true. I don't know. That sounds like it could. He gave his Nobel Peace Prize money to charity because he hates rich people and doesn't want to become one. He's like super rich now, isn't he? He's using stimulus money to rebuild the country's roads and bridges so terrorists will have more targets to destroy. That makes sense. Look at, ads. I'm not going to let that. I'll try to avoid those ads. Sergio Aragones presents a mad look at racial profiling. This is like, he's done a good job of tackling race stuff, Aragones has. I'm trying to think, like he did this in the 60s too with, where it was like mad look at protesting, and there would be like black protesters, and I forget the gags and all of that, but yeah, it's interesting. So all right, so here we go. I got to zoom in on some of this stuff. I already have a question about this. All right, so here's the guy, Mexican, Gets put in the car. Wait, why is it in Colorado? Isn't that Colorado's like flag? But then there's palm trees. Sergio. And then here's this lady. She's like, where is he? Where's my buddy? Where's Greg? Here we go. All right, some dudes just hanging out. Down with illegals, go home. Enough is enough. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Look at. They're like, look at this guy. Oh, it's getting a Mercedes. I do like this one. I like this one a lot because you get the double twist, right? Like, no, see? That's the first twist. And then you get the double twist. Oh, he is a crook. But not the type of criminal that they were looking for. This is weird. This is so weird. He's got a mask on. Take that mask down. Check the ID. Now he has a cold. Did Sergio predict coronavirus? That's my question. It's like that, dumb meme, how like the Simpsons predict. This is a good one. This is a really good one. So like they're protesting. What do you call it? Illegal immigration. They're saying, no, get out of here. And then they spit out their coffee. Oh, wait, what is that? Were they surprised that a Hispanic guy did that? Or did he do something to the coffee? I actually don't understand that one anymore. I'm sorry. The worst selling children's books. Who wrote this one? Jeff Cruz. Artist Scott Britcher. Students photo. Where are the students? Oh, right there. Oh, it's they're like basically, the stock photo website that they got that from. That's it. For every magical, beloved children's book like Harry Potter or The Little Engine That Could, there are 1,000 books that are completely awful. Although, let's be honest here, if you could differentiate between good reading material and bad reading material, there's no way you would be paging through MAD right now. Oh well, we're selling children's books. R.L. Stine Goosebumps, that weird monster thing that scared people and all the usual crap. My daughter's getting into Goosebumps right now, and yeah, there's a lot of puppets. There's a lot of puppets that become animated in those stories. I don't know why this is so funny to me. Mr. Caldecott wins a Newbery Medal. Oh, God. The Very Horny Caterpillar. The Nigerian Emailer and other non-traditional African folk tales. Oh my God. Teacher has a crush on me. See me after class. And you know what? There's another one where it's like, that's the only time child victimization is joked about is when it's a lady teacher. When it's very damaging usually. Sorry, I won't get political. Sally Smartass corrects her stupid parents. Darnell's Hanukkah Sombrero, an absurdly politically correct book. Even big boys cry like babies. Spoiled Rich Girls, number 42. Where's my damn pony? Dora the Explorer. Hola, estúpido. Dora. Tommy Turtle and the Habeas Corpus. Ishmael Terwilliger. teen gravedigger. This is great. This is classic MAD right here. Here we have some beautiful spy versus spy. Another thing that I like about Peter Cooper is that he started doing this, where you would get like the little mini spy versus spy story on top of that. And again, look at this shit. It's just beautiful, the way that he draws him exploding. Although it is, I mean, like, much more gruesome than how Spy vs. Spy started. You got to appreciate the art, right? Yeah, you must. I'm telling you, you must. This is essentially the same joke that I'm gonna find just as funny. I think. Did Jeff Cruz write this one too? He did. He did. All right. Inspirational wall plaques that never caught on. May you do various things and have other things happen to you. From 1001, incredibly vague Irish blessings. Live every day as if it's Thursday. There's always a tomorrow, except for the people who will die today. These are so dumb. Sometimes, when God closes a door, he closes it so painfully on your fingers that you stay away from that door for good. I think there's actually some truth to that. Another boring, cutesy, dumb alphabet plaque, only with the letters out of order and some repeated and others not appearing at all. Oh, Jeff Cruz is great, man. Life is not measured by how many breaths we take. It is measured by how many years we live. Oh, God. I'm in a Jeff Cruz type of mood right now. This is Planet Tad. I think I've mentioned before, I think like Planet Tad really is one of the best ongoing features that Mad Magazine had. It just captured everything, right? Just perfectly. And I think the last time I did this, I sort of skipped through it because I was afraid of time. But frick it. Well, let's go with this. August 1st. Who decided that dogs would be the animals that we use to help the blind? Like, did the other animals get into audition? Was there a failed experiment with seeing eye ferrets and seeing eye cows? My dad's been listening to this Bob Dylan album in the car. He says it's great music, but I think it's kind of weird. There's this one song that begins, how many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? That's a trick question, right? Because you're already calling him a man in the question. Yeah. Well, no, I can't read this. It's just like a wall of text. But it's great, man. I think they did a collection of Planet Tad. I'm certain they did a collection of Planet Tad. But what's fun about it is like these two gags at the front, they'll be repeated, right? Like it'll be, he'll bring it up again. Like he just has this really good way of storytelling that I do a very bad job of explaining. So I apologize. Who's this? Teresa Burns Parkhurst. 9 ways to pass the time in your doctor's waiting room. I think I don't know if I ever find her stuff funny. I like her art, but it's like, do I ever really crack up? Right? She's good. I recognize that. It's not like her stuff doesn't get a reaction, like a Bergian reaction from me, but it also doesn't get a cruise. She doesn't get that cruise giggles and laughs. Number 7, play I'm going on a picnic using medical terminology. I'm going on a picnic, and in my basket I'll bring acid reflux, benign tumors, colitis disease, and erectile dysfunction. I don't get that. I don't really get it. Make up a game with the medical pamphlets. Nice bluff, but I know you're holding living with hemophilia. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's probably funny to somebody. Yeah, I don't know. Matt's oh so negative True Blood outtakes. True Blood was a weird show. It was a weird show. It was kind of cool, but it was also like, sort of like a soft core. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know, man. It was just kind of weird. And you know how if you follow this, I don't like the captions. So I'm going to skip it. Here we have BP's Gulf of Mexico oil spill response. We're talking about this ad. What did you think we meant? Oh my gosh, I got 5 minutes left. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm sorry. Here we have the strip club. Again, later became shorts and briefs. Basically, I don't know. But really great because you get that real density in, I don't know. You just get a lot of gags per inch on the page. GPI. What's the GPI for this section? It's high. It's really high. The machine that travels through time. I can go anywhere but 1826. Don't ask. I always wondered, is this actually done in crayon, or does he do something to make it look like it's done in crayon? Joey Allison Sayers. Here we have Dustin Glick with Rex in the City. This really looks like, I don't know, like I feel bad critiquing people's art, I think for obvious reasons. But this seems like almost like a webcomic. And I mean, I don't mean that as like to disparage him, but it seems like a webcomic. I don't know. It doesn't seem like finished, or it's in between that sort of like rough style that's kind of cool and then that professional level, right? And so, I don't know. It's kind of distracting, if I'm being honest. The roommates, John, Joe, and Jerry. Boy, you guys have no idea how much I needed this. It's been tough being stuck in the house all day. You guys get to go out when you want. I never leave the smelly old apartment. Day at the beach is just what the doctor ordered. Just relax and breathe some nice, fresh. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I don't know. Listen, GPI today, low. Just below the surface. Jesus. What is happening? This is horrible. So, are you a magic fairy or aren't you? Well, I'm a tooth fairy, so technically, yeah. Great, I want to make a wish. I wish my teddy was alive. God. And then it's just this poor child being eaten alive. Oh, that's horrible. A mad masterpiece. If Jesus walked among us, the Gulf Coast. This is one of those fun things where it's like, you don't have, can't really make fun of magazines when all the magazines are going out of business, but what can you make fun of and like do parodies of? Websites, which are blowing up, in 2020. Obviously they're not new, but I don't know. You start getting stuff like TMZ, which is like huge, right? Rejected stamp collections. Another Jeff Cruz. Jeff Cruz is killing it. Great porn star mustaches of the 1970s. God. Photoshopped presidents. Embarrassing in retrospect prize winners. Sammy Sosa, Yasser Arafat, Nobel Peace Prize, Cuba Gooding Jr., 97 Oscar, Milli Vanilli, 1990 Oscar. Grammy. See, I can't even read. Conspiracy History Month. Castro killed Kennedy. Hitler's brain lives. The faked moon landing. Obama born in Kenya. Oh, yeah. So, this is the one that kind of sucks. This is a feature that I thought was pretty dumb. I think it was, and I would even go so far as to say in poor taste. Who wrote this even? Look at, if you notice, nobody wants to take credit for this. So here so the concept, the darker side of the lighter side is they take, these dumb strips that Berg did, and then they colorize them and they rewrite them. So like, let's see. Here's some gentlemen driving in an automobile. Isn't that Andrea? You two went out for a while. What happened? We were incompatible. I have a PC, and she only uses a Mac. But that's weird, because that seems like a very contemporary joke. Isn't that Andrea? You two went out for a while. What happened? We were incompatible. She wasn't into biracial threesomes. All right, I laughed at that. So I guess I don't know. Let's read this one. So maybe the writer of this just needs to write their own shit. Congratulations, Joe. I heard they gave you a key to the executive washroom. Yes, they did. So I can clean it twice a week. Thanks for coming down, Joe. You're a true friend. It's okay, Tom. But next time you piss your pants, you're cleaning it up. Oh, well, I'm torn. I'm a little torn because, like, I am laughing, right? I am amused. But it's like, I don't know. It just feels wrong, right? But I think I did find out when Frank Jacobs wrote an episode where he wrote a strip, right? Like I had wondered, would it be funnier if Dave Berg didn't do the writing? And Frank Jacobs answered that question. The answer was yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, here we go. This is, basically what Tom Richmond and Desmond Devlin are doing now, which is going back and doing some awesome spoofs of movies that Mad missed. And so, you should check that out if you have not. They have a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe or an Indiegogo. I'm an idiot. And then here we have, what is this? The Mad Vault from 2001. The articles formerly known as reprints department. Honestly, this was, I'm going to say something that probably a lot of people will disagree with because a lot of people weren't reading at this time. This was a really good time for Mad Magazine. This is like a longer video and I skipped a bunch of the stuff. It's thick with stuff, man. This is a good time for Mad. It's just a shame that so few people were reading it. It happened one morning. Oh, he kicks him. Oh, look at some. You messed with the wrong pastry chef. That is disgusting, Tom Bunk. Tom Bunk is disgusting. And of course, this is not folded in because I'm not a monster. There's an ad. We don't care. Mad Magazine 550. I hope that you enjoyed flipping through this issue with me. If you have any comments, leave them below. If you have any requests for issues, leave those below as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.